About a $10,000 ante, with the blinds being 50 and 100,000.
Action is on Raul.
Just like that, Raul Paez has folded his 4-9. And now Gavin Smith with a middle pair of sevens says, I'm going to raise it, makes it 350.
350,000 to go. He raises $250,000.
Around to Scotty.
350 for sure.
Throws away his 9-10. Around to the grinder. Oh, wow, look at this. He's got the ladies.
Oh, he's got to love this, Vince. 2 queens in the big blind.
All in.
Just a massive starting hand. He says all in.
Well, you can't blame him. He's going over the top. Gavin Smith pot committed here with the 2 sevens.
He makes a quick call. He turns up the cards.
He's only got 600,000 left. He's got to gamble here. Unfortunately for him, he's up against the worst hand he could be up against, an overpair.
Buddha is in trouble here. So Gavin Smith, Buddha in a dominated situation. Sevens versus the queens by Mizrachi. What's going to happen? Stay tuned. We're coming right back in just.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. It's champion versus champion as Gavin Smith is all in against Michael Mizrachi. Can Gavin's pocket sevens improve, or will the grinder's queens grind him down to the felt?
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. We've got 2 former WPT champions going at it here. Gavin Smith has a pair of sevens. Michael the Grinder Mizrachi with 2 queens. And Gavin must win this pot to stay alive.
Gavin sevens, his lucky hand, he says. Here comes the flop. It's a jack 5-4, not good for Gavin.
So Gavin Smith's going to have to catch 2 running cards to make a straight, or a 7 if he wants to stay alive in this tournament.
He barks out, give me a 6. He wants action. He wants a shot at this. 4th Street is a 4 that pairs the board.
Gavin Smith must catch a 7 to stay alive in this tournament.
Here comes the river card.
And it's a 5.
It's over.
Well, that's going to do it for the likable and affable Gavin Smith. The 3rd WPT final table here in season 4. What an achievement that is. He's the leader for the WPT Player of the Year award right now. Gets a nice hand from the crowd, hugs from the players. Great tournament for Gavin.
You gotta love this guy. He's gonna pick up $173,000. The very spirited Gavin Smith is our 4th place finisher. And we are down to 3.
You had a lot of family rooting for you tonight. Was that cool that they were here?
Oh, that's awesome that they're here. They're fantastic. I mean, my mom came in, my brother came in, my brother-in-law came in. It's fantastic when they all do. But I want to tell you one thing, Courtney.
Yes.
I'm the only man alive that hates being interviewed by you.
Why? I'm not scaring you, am I?
No, you're not scaring me, but it means I didn't make the final 2.
3 players remain. The Grinder is our chip leader at the moment with over $3 million in chips.
Yes, he is. Scotty Wynn with about 2.3. And Raul Paez with about $1.1 million. Action's going to be on Scotty Wynn. With the button, he looks down at 7-4 offsuit.
He's going to throw it away.
Takes a little break.
The Grinder's going to peek down at his hand. He's in the small blind. He looks down at 6-4 offsuit.
And he calls the remainder of the blind, and now it's up to the Spaniard, Raul. He's got Queen 8. Does he want to take advantage? Nope. Pull back. He says, let's see the flop. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Flop is 10-9 deuce.
Well, that gives the Spaniard an inside straight draw. Nothing hitting for the Grinder, but that's irrelevant. He's going to come out and bet anyhow.
Raul throws his hand away. And Vince, this is what you see great players do. They understand it's difficult to hit a flop, for your cards to match up with the board cards. So they lead out and bet even though they haven't hit anything, in hopes you haven't hit anything. And when you haven't, you tend to fold most of the time. The Grinder knows that. He leads out and bets and takes these pots away from Raul.
Well, you just keep watching the World Poker Tour. It is a poker school, and it's a lot of fun.
Time and time again, we see the power of betting here on the World Poker Tour. It's being demonstrated beautifully tonight by the Grinder.
Action on the Grinder.
He looks down at 7-4 clubs.
We're missing 1,000.
Opts to lay one down.
All right, and now the Spaniard has Queen 10 of clubs. Pretty good hand.
Well, he's going all in here, Vince, with it.
Yeah, he's making a plunge here.
Oh, look at this. Scotty has picked up ace queen.
That's a massive hand, three-handed.
410,000 even. I think I have your hand, baby.
That's a massive hand, three-handed.
Well, Scotty knows this guy's got a hand when he makes a move normally, but
How much?
hard to believe you can throw an ace-queen away in the big blind when a small blind has made a bet. Well, Scotty's going to make the call, and he's going to love it, because it won't take him long to recognize he's about a 70% favorite to win this pot. He's in a dominating position, ace-queen versus queen-10.
Well, you know, you can't blame the Spaniard for pushing. He made the right bet. He didn't mess around. He went all in. But Scotty just picked up a big hand, and he's in control right now.
Well, you're right, Vince. Just unfortunate for Raul that his opponent, Scotty, picked up a big hand here. Otherwise, he would have folded, and Raul would have earned the pot. But it's not over yet, that's for sure. Well, the flop comes 6, deuce, deuce. Well, right now, Raul's going to have to catch a 10 to win this pot.
Here we go with 4th Street.
Well, it's a deuce. Now, that's a good card for Raul, in that a 6 would give him a split pot. A queen would give him a split pot. And he can also still win it with a 10. Well, it's a 4.
No, he didn't do it.
Well, that's going to do it for Raul Paez from Barcelona, Spain. A great effort this week, out in 3rd place tonight.
$298,000 in change. Raul Paez has to say goodbye in 3rd place. We are down to 2 at Tunica. Stay tuned. We're coming right back with our money presentation.
Welcome back to the World Poker Open, where the door to the nearly $1 million first place prize is about to open for one of these guys.
So, ladies, show us the money.
And out come the Southern Belles with the cash. You gotta love it here in Mississippi.
The heartland of poker on the Mississippi. Started at the 1800s. It has grown. Millions being chopped up here tonight between two friends.
$1.5 million on those 2 trays. Michael the Grinder Mizrachi going for his 2nd WPT title. Scotty Nguyen trying to nab his 1st. Last year, they were the first 2 guys out at the final table. Tonight, they're going to be the last 2 out.
2 very flamboyant characters on the World Poker Tour. We've seen it before. Doesn't get any better than this. You got the Grinder versus Scotty. It used to be Scotty never wins. It could be different tonight. Heads-up action about ready to begin. And right now, Scotty Nguyen with about 3.3 million. Michael the Grinder Mizrachi with about 3.2. Action's going to be on Scotty. Here we go. Peeks down at a big hand, ace, queen of spades.
Well, a monster hand here. He raised it to 300,000.
Now, the Grinder Mizrachi, he's also got a big hand, ace, jack.
1.2 million.
And look at this. The Grinder's made it 1.2 million to go here. So big fireworks on the first hand of heads-up play.
Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Back on win. Well, they both got big monster hands.
One hand, right, baby?
Scotty says 1 hand. Is that what you want? Well, that could well happen, Vince.
Well, that would be unprecedented on the World Poker Tour. The first hand of the heads-up.
Oh, I'm on, baby.
I call it.
Here we go. First hand.
Wow.
Well, they get up. What a freaky thing to happen. Ace
Wow.
queen versus ace jack on the very first hand. Unprecedented.
Well, unbelievable action here on hand number 1. Grinder, without hesitation, called another $2.1 million with the ace jack. Wow.
And right now, Scotty Nguyen, for the first time out of 6 times on the World Poker Tour, has a chance.
Boy, and what a chance, Vince. He's over 70% favorite to win this pot and capture the title right here. It's been a long road for Scotty. If you go back 4 seasons, remember he made the first final table in the history of the World Poker Tour at Bellagio, and here he is tonight with a chance to capture his first title.
The formerly hard luck at the final table, Scotty Nguyen. We used to call him Scotty No Win. This time, things look right for him.
Well, he certainly had his share of good breaks tonight. Now he's got the best hand. All the money's in the pot. Here comes the flop. Well, it's King 9 deuce. So far, so good for Scotty. Right now, he just got to dodge a jack.
Crazy times for Scotty Nguyen. Will it be his time on the World Poker Tour?
He can taste it right now, Vince. You know that. 4 seasons he's been trying to capture a WPT title. It's on his fingertips right now.
Well, there have been aggravating defeats in the past on the final table on the World Poker Tour. Will this be his day? Here comes the turn.
Well, it's a 10 of spade. Now that gives Scotty the nut flush draw.
Yes, it does.
Now the only way the grinder can win this pot, he has to make an ace high straight. He's got to catch a queen. He must make the exact nuts the best hand possible if he wants to stay alive in this tournament. Wait a minute. Scotty's taking the microphone.
You know, it don't matter what the last card is. You know, this man right here, I have to give him credit. You know, this young man right here, he can play. The last couple of years, he showed the world. He can come out and play some poker and do it with a big boy.
Well, it's not even over yet. We're getting speeches here.
I love this.
All right.
Well, I like what he said. A lot of heart right there. But it's all coming down to this card. What's it going to be?
If it's not a queen, Scotty's going to win.
He's done it.
Scotty's made the ace high flush to take this title. You got to love what he said about the grinder because it's so true. This guy is a true champion player.
What a moment for Scotty Nguyen.
How sweet that is, baby.
Before we talk to our champion, let's talk to our runner-up, Michael the Grinder Mizrachi from Hollywood, Florida.
Scotty played great, and he's the best former dealer player.
It's now time to toast our champion with Budweiser, the official beer of the World Poker Tour. Let's hear it for the champion of the World Poker Open, Scotty Nguyen. For Vince Van Patten, Courtney Friel, and everyone at the World Poker Tour, I'm Mike Sexton saying thanks for watching. And until next time, may all your cards be live and your pots be monsters.